outline for my book to come called How MOAT Became M.O.T. and What Happens Next. I, Billy McBride, may not be around when any of these events are happening, or I may be around and involved. That will be learned in the future. This is the set of events which I understand will happen so that M.O.T., or the monumental outrageousness around Texas, becomes built in Texas as a way of raising funds for the charities who can help the victims of schizophrenia, cancer, AIDS, and rape. The very first event to happen which will put on track the possibility for the consideration of our MOAT project is a few things which will go viral about my life. Some things about my life which will go viral will be about how I married 30 loving and good angels within me, and how I have gone to and come back from the 14 heavens I understand exist for all, and there being of no hell but only heavens, which exist when we pass on from this world earth. But most of all, what will go viral is how I claim that Jesus raped me orally. I speak in depth about this rape incident which happened about 10 years ago, an incident which changed my life and understanding of the nature of Jesus. The books I wrote about this rape of me are on YouTube as audiobooks. They are The Book of Bene Vouver, The Trouble with Being a Bene Vouver, and The Universe Represents the Memory. However, in the book, a play which I wrote several years later, which is about another heavenly visit, I discovered I became Jesus farther off in the future, and that the rape was not of a separate Jesus beyond me, but that I simply raped myself from farther off in the future, as the divine being I became. Now that I have said that the question of my rape by Jesus will go viral, and that the public will be there to scrutinize it, the second phase of events will take place. This second phase is a waiting period of what I call the big conversation for claiming that Jesus did this, or that I was him, or whatever will be a topic in the hands of other people who talk about me. There will be two camps I am predicting will come from this second phase. First is the camp who believes I am good. There are several problems that they still need to resolve, such as am I just a good schizophrenic, or just a good figure, even a role model. They will also have resolved the Antichrist problem after figuring out that I am not the Antichrist, but just an ordinary helper. Second, the second camp is the one who believes I am bad, or even evil. This second camp will have to resolve several problems too. For they will say things like I am crazy, or dumb, or stupid, or a blasphemer, or that I am even the Antichrist. But I am betting that this second camp will come to a eureka through dialogues they have with others, so that eventually all of the badness they once thought I had now becomes a goodness, and that they join the first camp. Then I imagine that the first camp will begin to realize that I am not even crazy, but that I trust my angels, and at least there are things that are good which emanate from me. This will be the catalyst for the third phase. The third phase will lead to the building up of the MOAT project. During this phase, I will have my reputation restored, and I, or representatives of the MOAT organization, can begin making demands to organize M.O.T. to build it. Then, all will go smoothly. The MOAT project will be funded. MOAT will be built, and money for charity can come in great numbers to help the charities for those victims of schizophrenia, cancer, AIDS, and rape. Finally, in this set of events, a post-M.O.T. time will exist when I can make further money for charity by the selling of my many books, art, music, and other things. I may even be able to be an international artist, which is what I too wish for. Part 2. There will be a great gossiping. I believe God could help. The projects will go viral. I will become noticed. I will be able to make demands later. There is a trap set here, but a good trap, for I want to see people get the chance to become better readers. It is an intellectual ambush, I like to say, by the literature of myself and my angels. I have angels' help. I need to gain the funds by MOAT fundraising, spiritual golf even. The hopeful colors of MOAT can be crystallizing catalysts. How to Fly a Spacecraft is one of my great books. I use the apartment complex as a spacecraft. I use city and business areas too to demand by water, by hydromancy a help for the poor. MOAT, thus becomes built. Yeah. An education through myth, gossiping, is possible for others. Our music, the store of the surprise package is good. People will be interested in contributing. Intuitively people join this good cause. We got them all good. Tob Shbabim, the Shekinah, and the communities are important. There will be an awesomeness all around. The raising of a few $1 billion is necessary. We can get city, state and federal help too. How MOAT becomes MOAT, our book to come, will lead to our book we already wrote, How the Angels Became Angels. We will get religious and non-profit help. There will be business sponsorship and add-ons to the area of MOAT. There will be musical cheerleading by us. We will make songs specifically for companies who help. There will be a great angelic bugging. MOAT 36 will be actualized in the community. 1. Here will be interest in me. 2. There will be interest in MOAT. 3. There will be interest in angels, and our books, etc. A public change of heart will occur as a eureka, after they had been going sometimes down the wrong way. The flow chart will work. The official MOAT presentation, our book and audiobook here on YouTube, will be read and heard. Our prophetic goals will be met. There will be some uncertainty but with us guiding others through it. New stories will be told by a perspective storytelling. There will be symbolic logic puzzles. The band will be possible. I will be not so much disguised all along. The angels will help. Something like MOAT outline event will also happen as a flow chart. Grey curtain piano, the heaven is an attention-getting one. Everyone will be involved intuitively and knowingly. We will all be in sync, and help will occur from the community. The band will be as an alternative to bad collusions. Part 3. The extension of this How MOAT becomes MOAT. MOAT is symbolic, not ironic. The irony is there in us elsewhere. For me angels imply God. Yet, they are angels by their own right too. For some people, angels may seem delusions. To those deluded who do not understand, and to psychologists even at times. Having angels also implies a few scenarios based off of experience. 1. Being Jewish but sometimes role-playing. 2. A figure of Jesus who is not Judaic. 3. The Antichrist of whom I am resolved that I am not. 4. The oral rape of Jesus of me. 5. Or, my rape of myself because I was Jesus. 6. A big mystery which is ongoing. 7. A delusional rape, but still that I have angels. 8. That I am just a human being, bene vuva with angels. Of course, any of these scenarios are questionable, and doubtable. But the act of reading, of becoming literate is a goal I have had for others. Part 4. I cannot or don't know how to directly prove that I have angels, but I write about our relationships. The relationships or conversations, see them in my books, matter more than the proof that the angels really exist and are around, which comes from a trust from me. Also, the work we did, that must be evaluated and judged since I will be making demands, somehow, is in store. Those demands that will be made are to organize and build M.O.T for charity, and to help people read better cosmologically, or even spiritually in some cases. Part 5. Some might take a while to figure it all out, if at all, but people want proof. Therefore people want proof which will be facilitated. I have a list of 10 proofs people want to possess. 1. That my angels are really angels whom I claim to have. 2. That I'm not crazy, and that Jews are good. 3. That I am to be trusted. 4. That God exists, in goodness. 5. That I am either Jesus, the Antichrist, or none of them but just somebody with angels, or at least a man with a good heart and good imagination. 6. That what I am demanding is a good project for the world. MOAT. 7. That it will not be bad. MOAT. 8. That the future can change and be better, as in MOAT 36. 9. That the people can participate in the conversation, and in other ways for that. 10. That they can trust themselves reliably with a hope. Therefore, this all has been just a thought experiment, but if it happens that it works, then a flow chart of the possible probability will need to be made. Thank you for listening. Billy McBride.